Hey there, Natalia. How you doing?
Hi, Sunny. How are you?
Yeah,
Great.
not too bad, thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming through for a hot take today. Really
Thanks for
keen to have your perspectives on something key or interesting in your industry. I can see that you're a storytelling and communications expert. Would you care to elaborate on what it is that you do, Natalia?
That's true. I focus on storytelling and communication skills. I work with a lot of corporate teams, primarily sales teams and executive teams, and I help them navigate through storytelling and communication because many teams have to work remotely today with a lot of other teams across the globe. They all speak English, even though all of them, many of them are not native speakers of English. They need to tell stories, they need to communicate, they need to solve a lot of different problems. And when I work with a team, usually we come up with a story bank that everybody can use. And we do, we learn storytelling not as a skill that eventually means we just tell a funny story. No, but we use storytelling as a strategic tool in business to answer complicated questions, to sell, to motivate people.
That's really powerful. I never really thought of storytelling in that way. And
As a
I wonder
strategic tool as
something that you've picked up or learned recently or previously that could be regarded as a hot take, something key that people could take away and understand about storytelling and communications.
I think I can share two things. Number one is that when you work on your presentation skills, when you work on your pitching skills, communication skills, the slides, the text, all the form doesn't really matter as much as your inner state.
Mm,
Most people do not really know how to manage their inner state because this is where all the confidence starts. And confidence only comes from competence. Like if you've done it a million times, you can do it one more time, no problem. But if you
mm,
haven't built up that positive experience of managing your inner state and jumping on a spontaneous call just like that, switching between languages very easily, switching between questions because people will always interrupt you, especially online. People will always ask inconvenient questions, and you need to know how to manage that. Managing
mm.
real estate is the essential skill when it comes to presentation and communication skills. Everything else is just add on. And the second thing that I think I want to share because it struck me presentation skills start with writing skills. If you cannot write, then there's no way you can deliver a successful presentation. I still remember the words of my coach who used to tell me, Natalia, if you can't put your idea in 10 words, there's no speech.
Mm,
Everybody wants a concise message. Everybody wants to hear a clean and a powerful presentation. And you can come up with a clean and powerful sentence in your head. You got to write it down. And you actually, when you write it down, you can look at your own thought process. Try to read it aloud. Does it even make sense to you? A lot of people
mm.
realize that they can talk about things for hours, but other people don't seem to be getting what they say. And I think the
Yes.
reason why people want shorter videos, they want shorter podcasts, you're doing a very short hot take. A lot of people dislike voice messages for the same reason, because they have to listen to a very long, rambling discussion that
Mm,
really get to the point. So people want to learn to get to the point faster. And in order to develop the skill, you need to know how to write. I love voice messages, and I primarily communicate with voice messages with my students, my clients, and partners, but they're always clear and to the point. And actually, that gives me an opportunity to listen back to my voice message and to listen to myself and to give
mm.
feedback to myself. So maybe that's the third thing, you want to learn to give feedback to yourself. Record your presentations, record your voice, and listen back to how you actually talk to people. That will give you a lot of insights.
Wow, that's really powerful. Yeah, I hadn't really thought about, how important it is to actually listen to yourself back and make sure that you're making, complete succinctness and sense. And I think presentations are all about making sense and telling a story very, very clearly and effectively for the audience. So yeah, really good insights.
Exactly. Most people care about telling a beautiful story and they talk about the things they understand. But the point of a successful presentation is not to tell a beautiful story, is not to look confident. The point is to be understood. So if you look confident, professional, and you tell a beautifully prepared speech, but nobody's getting it, what's the point?
Yes, yes. Well,
Very often,
Natalia,
when you listen back to what you are saying, as an impassionate observer, outside observer, you can understand so many reasons why people don't get it.
Mm. Yes, yeah. I think it'd be interesting to listen back to our conversation after this is completed and think,
Yeah,
huh,
listen
is
back to
this
it
really making
myself.
sense? Am I making sense? But Natalia, thank you as always. Always love speaking with you. Very thoughtful, very articulate. Where can people find more of your work?
You can find me on Instagram. I can also share my email, maybe in the description box.
Sure.
Instagram, Facebook, email, website. I think if we mention them in the description box, that will help. My Instagram is Natalia Tokar, double R at the end. So find me there.
Wicked. I'll do a little QR code and we can do the description and all amazing. But thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day.
You too. Bye. Have a good one.